Hi guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, we will learn about the Python set data type. Okay, Python set data type. Okay, set data type is one of the data type in Python. Okay, in my previous videos, we will discuss on list and tuple data type. In this video, we will discuss on set data type. Okay, set data type is unordered, means we can't able to find the element based on the index value. It is unordered. Okay, it is an unordered data type and it is mutable. We can able to change the values and it won't allows duplication element. Okay, won't allows duplication elements. Okay, set won't allows duplication elements and it contains heterogeneous elements. Heterogeneous elements means we can include strings, floating values, numbers, complex numbers, like that. Okay, you got right. Python set data type is a unordered data type, means we cannot able to find the index value in set. Okay, in list and tuple we can able to find the index value, so that's it ordered. But set is unordered, we can't able to find the index value, and it is mutable, means we can able to change the values. Okay, but list is a mutable and tuple is a immutable. We cannot, in tuple we cannot able to change the values, and set won't allows duplication values. Okay, it will remove the duplication values. Okay, in both list and tuple it will allows duplication values. Okay, and it is heterogeneous elements, means we can include strings, we can include floating point numbers, we can include integers, we can include complex numbers. Okay, then how we can represent set? Set can be represented in set can be set will be represented and as parenthesis. Okay, within parenthesis we can represent. Okay, then how to create an empty set? Okay, create an empty set. Okay, yeah, what we will do for creation of empty set, if we create, for example, a is equals to if we create like this, it will become dictionary. Okay, it won't create set. Okay, now what we have done in list and tuple, for example, to create list I have to do like this. To create tuple I done like this. Sorry, I done like this. Okay, say list will be represented within brackets, so we have to create empty list using bracket. I have created empty tuple using bracket. Okay, now to create a set data type, there is a function set which helps us to create an empty set. We can't able to create a set like this. Okay, if we create a set like this, it will be considered as a dictionary. I will show with example. Okay, see, now a is equals to, now I will print type of a. Okay, see, it will display type as dictionary. See, class dictionary, it won't say it as set. Okay, care should be taken while creating an empty set. Okay, we should create like a is equal to set. You should create like this. Okay, now print type of a. Now it is class set. Okay, like this we can create an empty set. Okay, This is about the set. Now let's see the methods. Okay, set methods. First one, adding element. Adding element to this set. Okay, I need to add element to this set. Okay, I'll create one set 45 68 let's say homogeneous, I mean heterogeneous. I'm creating 4j, and also I said it won't allow duplication values, right? See, I have included 54 twice, 76 twice. Now I will print a. Let's check whether it allows duplication or not. See, 54 allows only once, 76 allows only once. As I previously said, I also said you that it is unordered, means see, it won't appear the order which we have included set. Okay, see, in this order will be 54, after that 76, after 35, after Suresh, after 76.98. But while displaying, what it has displayed, 35 Suresh, 76, 76.98. So that's why it is unordered. We can't able to find the index value because it will keep on changing always. In set we can't able to find the order, means index value. Okay, that's why it is unordered. Okay, it won't allow duplication, that you got to know, right? Now first one is adding element, right? How we can add? Set, my set name is a dot add is a method, so element. Okay, I'm saying 65. Okay, I need to add 65 to my set. Okay, so add method will helps to add, okay, element, sorry, a dot add of 65. Okay, now I'll print a. See, 65 added. Okay, add method helps us to add elements to this set. Okay, next method. So, okay, a dot means set name. Okay, set to that add item. Okay, this is the syntax. Okay, now remove element from this set. Okay, here we have three methods for remove element from this set. Okay, first one, set. What the given set means, the set we have created, set dot remove item. Okay, item name. Okay, what it will do, it will remove the specified element. Okay, and display error if element not present. Okay, if element not found. Okay, it will check the set. If that element is present, then it will remove. If the element is not present, it will display an error. Another method is set dot discard. Okay, here is item. Okay, then what it will do, it will remove the specified element, but won't display message if the element not present. Okay, but won't display error if element not found. Okay, it won't display any error if the element not found. Discard method. Another one is pop method is there. Okay, set name dot pop, it will display any number. We can't able to say it will display the particular number, it will display any number from our set. Okay, display any number from the set. Okay, we can't able to say which number it will delete. Okay, these three method are there to remove the element from the set. Now let's check the with examples. Now I will say a dot remove I'll say 35. Okay, I want to delete 35 and I want to print set A. See, 35 removed from my set. Okay, now I'll say there is no element 35 in my set. I'm asking to remove. See, it has displayed key error. Okay, means the element not present 35. Okay, that is using remove. Same thing we'll do with discard. Okay, you can add 35 here. Now we will run this method. See, it has displayed, removed 35 and displayed rest of the elements. Okay, now I'll remove this 35. I'll run this. See, it won't display any error. Okay, like that. Okay, it won't display any error using discard method. Now I'll say pop. Another method is pop. Okay, I'm popping and I am printing A. See, now it has popped. Which number? 75, 76.98, 3.46, Suresh 54 is there, and rest of the element it is popped, means removed. Okay, 54 it is removed because 54 appears twice, so that's why it displayed, it removed only once. Okay, 54 removed from the set. Okay, we don't know where it will remove. Okay, using pop. Okay, next, sorry, next method, clear. I want to clear my set. Okay, clear. Okay, clear method will clear the set but won't delete the set. Okay, clear method will clear the set but it won't delete this entire set, but del here it will delete the entire set. Okay, del method will delete the entire set, but clear it will clear the content but won't delete the set. Okay, now check that one. Now I want to clear a dot clear. Now I have to print a. See, now I'll print. See, it has cleared all the element and result will be empty set. Okay, see here, result will be empty set. Okay, now I will delete this set. Okay, I'll say deletion of set A. If I gonna print A now, it will display an error that stating that the set is not present. See, name A is not defined, means the set is deleted already, so you can't, it is displayed as A is not defined. Okay, deletion will delete the entire set, clear will clear the content from this set. Okay, next, copying. Okay, copying set A, copying the set. How we can copy this set? For example, A is my existing set. Okay, I need to copy it to some other set like B. B is equals to A. already existing set dot copy. Okay, copy function helps to copy elements from one set to another set. I'll show it to you now. So A is already existing set. Now I need to copy the elements of A into B. Okay, A dot copy. Now I will display B. Let's see the result. See, it has resulted will be saved in B. Okay, it has copied from A to B. Like this we can copy the elements from set 1 set to another set. Okay, now next method. Now we will see the real set methods. Okay, what are the real set method? First one is difference. Okay, what will do difference method? Difference method will find the difference. Okay, it will find the different elements from set 1 then set 2. Okay, what it will do, if we find the difference, it will gives the other numbers like the difference element from set 1. Okay, it only display the difference element from set 1. It won't display the different elements from both the set. It will display only the difference element from set 1. Okay, not set 2. Okay, it will display only the difference element from set 1, not set 2. How we can represent difference? Okay, for example, A is my first set. I need to find the difference of B. So it will display the different elements from A. It will compare set A with set B and it will check the different elements from A and B, and it will display only the different elements from A. It won't display the different elements from B. Okay, we can also find it by using A minus B. Okay, both can work. Now let's see that. For example, A is that my set, so I will create another set. 45, 60, 34, 54 I have included, 76 I have included. I'll say Naresh 453J 65, sorry, 64. Okay, here 54 duplication is there, 76 duplication is there. Okay, now 89. Okay, I have created two sets. Now see the common elements from both the set. Okay, common elements from both the set is 54, 54, 76, 76. Okay, rest of the elements are not same. Okay, now we will check set A dot difference of set B. So what it will it wants to display except which one, 54 and 76. It should do a display Suresh 76.98, 3 plus 4j 89. Okay, it should display these four elements. Okay, we can also find it using A minus B. Okay, see, let's execute and see the result. See, it had displays four elements. See, both the sets are same. Okay, we can find either with A dot difference of B, or we can find it using A minus B. Okay, this is the difference. Okay, next method. Intersection. Okay, intersection, it will give the common elements from both the set. It gives the common elements from the both these sets. Okay, it will give the common elements. How we can find A dot intersection of B? Okay, it will give the common elements from the both this set. We can also represent it like A and symbol B. Okay, we can also find using A and B. Okay, now let's check with example. See now A intersection of B. We can also find it using and symbol. Okay, now I will execute this. See, the common elements from both the set is 76 and 54. 76, 76, 54, 54. Okay, intersection will give the common element from the both the set. Okay, next method. Union. Okay, union will give the all the elements from both the set and eliminates the duplication value. Will give all the elements from the set 1 and set 2 and eliminate duplication values. Okay, it will eliminate duplication values and it gives the means combination of all the elements. How we can represent A dot union of B. Okay, you can also write it as B dot union of A. Okay, no need to be written it as A dot union only B, like that. You can also written as B dot union of A. Okay, we can represent it with along using pipe symbol. Okay, R symbol, logical R symbol. Okay, now see with example. A dot union of B. Okay, with pipe symbol. Okay, now I'll execute this one. See, it has given the common elements from both the set. Sorry, it has given the union of all the elements. Okay, next method. You got right? Difference. Give the difference element from set 1, not set 2. Okay, intersection will give the common elements. Union give the union of all the elements, means combination of all the elements. Okay, next. Okay, now we will see the there is a method called sorted. Okay, we need it will help to sort the elements. Okay, and set name. Okay, if we pass set name to the sorted, it will sort the all the elements. Okay, but care should be sort the elements from the set, but we should be very careful while using this sort method. While using sort method, elements should be homogeneous. Okay, elements should be homogeneous. Okay, it won't apply for heterogeneous elements. Means all the elements should be string integers, or all the elements should be strings. Okay, let's check it out now. Say I have to sorted of A. Okay, if I pass this, it will display an error because my set contains heterogeneous element. Okay, it won't apply for heterogeneous element. See, it has displayed not supported between the instances of complex and floating point number. Okay, for example, I'll say C is equals to 45. Okay, now I'll say sorted of C. Now run this. See, it has sorted. Okay, for homogeneous element it will work. Okay, and I'll say D is equals to Suresh, Naresh, Tik, Srikant. Okay, now I'll say sorted of D. It will sort based on the alphabetical pattern. See, it has sorted based on the alphabetical pattern. Okay, and there are other methods like maximum, minimum, and sum. Okay, maximum of set. Okay, minimum of set and sum of set. Okay, it will find the maximum element from the set, minimum element from the set, and sum of the set. Okay, so while applying this, it will help only for integers and floating point numbers and complex numbers. Okay, we can apply maximum and minimum for strings also, but we cannot apply sum for the strings. Okay, let's try this one now. Now I want to find the maximum element of set C. Okay, I'll run this. See, maximum element 54. I'll say set D. See, maximum means Suresh means it will comes at the end of the set. Okay, yes, at the comes under the end of the set. That's why it is maximum element. Like that, we can also find minimum. Okay, see, it has displays Karthik. Okay, minimum element from set C. See 11. Okay, we can also find sum. Okay, sum of the elements from set is 207. If I apply sum to this set D, it won't perform any action. Okay, see, it has displayed error, unsupported operate type. Okay, it won't do sum for the strings. Okay, these are all the methods like sum, minimum, and maximum. Okay, next method, subset and superset. Okay, subset and superset, what it will do, it will check whether the given set is a subset of another set. Okay, for example, I'll say yes, set 1 is equals to 54, 66, 75, 34, 23. Okay, this is my set 1. I'll say set 2, I'll say 54, 64, 75. So now see, the set S2 contains all the elements of set S1, and set to S1 also contain other elements. So set S2 is subset of S1. Okay, S2 is subset of S1, means S1 contains all the elements of S2. Okay, and it also contains other elements, that's why it is superset. And S2 is a subset. Okay, okay, S2 is superset and S1 is subset. Okay, if I include any other number which is not in set S1, it will display it is not a subset of S1. If any one element is different, it is not a subset. Okay, let's check that now. For example, I'll create A is equals to 54, 75, 35, 22, 76, 21. Okay, this is my first set, and my second set is 54, 75, 35. Okay, I have created subset. Now B is a subset of A, right? How we can check whether it is a subset of A? I'll print B is subset of, I'm checking whether it is subset of A. If it is subset of A, it will display true. Okay, otherwise it is false. See, true, because A contains all the elements from set B. Okay, now if I include any other element which is not in set A, for example 65 not there in A, it will display false. See, it has displayed false. Likewise, B is a subset of A. Okay, now we can find it whether A is a superset of B. Print A dot is superset of B. Okay, A is a superset of B. Okay, I'll remove 65 now. It will display true because A is a superset of B. See, true. Okay, now I will include any other element which is not in A. Okay, now I will check it will display false. Okay, like this we can find the subset and superset. Okay, we can also find this using print A greater than or equals to B. Okay, means A is the superset of B. Okay, and for finding subset, print B less than or equals to A, means B is a subset of A. Okay, for superset, A greater than or equals to B. For subset, B is less than or equals to A. Okay, now I'll execute this. We can also do like this, subset and superset. We can also find subset and superset using like this. See, true. Okay, this is about subset and superset. And the last one is symmetric difference. Symmetric difference. What do you mean by symmetric difference? In difference, what we have done, we will get only the difference element from set 1. We won't get the different element from set 2 in while finding the difference. But symmetric difference means we will get the difference elements from both the set 1 and set 2. Okay, we will get the difference elements from the both the set. Okay, we will get the difference elements from the both the set, but in difference we will get only the difference element from set 1. In this we will get the difference element from both the set. How we can represent? For example, S1 is my first set, then dot symmetric underscore, you should use underscore. Okay, difference of B, it will display the like S2 is my second set. It will display the difference elements from both the set. We can also represent using S1 anchor symbol s2. Okay, now let's execute this one. Okay, say 40 86 56 99. Okay, now I want to find the symmetric difference. Print a dot symmetric difference of b. Okay, as I said, we can also find it using a anch of symbol b. Okay, I'll execute. Sorry. Sorry. See, it will give the difference element from set A and set B. Okay, symmetric difference will give the difference element from both the set. These are all the methods of set. There is this another small concept in sets. Okay, that is called frozen set. Okay, frozen set. Okay, what it will do, as I said before, set is a mutable data type. Okay, we can able to change the values, like we can add, we can remove. But in frozen set, once we make set as a frozen set, we can't able to add, we can't able to remove. It will make the set as a immutable. Okay, frozen set make the set as a immutable. Okay, frozen set makes set as immutable. Okay, it will convert the set into mutable to immutable. Okay, we cannot able to add and we cannot able to remove, and we can perform all other operations. Okay, except adding and removing is not able to possible in frozen set. Why we can do the frozen set? When we don't want to change the values from the set, then we can make it as frozen set, so that we can able to, we cannot able to add, we cannot able to remove the element from frozen set. Okay, how we can do the frozen set? For example, I have created, I'll show with example. Okay, I have created one set. Okay, which is mutable. Okay, now I will make that a into immutable now. Okay, for example, c is equals to frozen set of a. Okay, now my set c become immutable data type. Okay, I cannot able to change the values of c. Okay, c copies the elements from a and it will become the frozen set. I'll print c now. Okay, see, it has printed copied elements from a and make it as frozen set. Okay, it is c. Now I will do operations. For example, a dot, sorry, c dot, I'm adding, I want to add some more element, 64. Okay, now if we are going to print c, it will display an error because it is immutable. I make it as immutable using frozen set. I cannot able to add c. Frozen set object has no attribute add. Okay, for example, if I want to remove, okay, I'll set 35. I want to remove from frozen set c. Okay, it will display error. See, frozen set object has no attribute remove. Okay, to when you want to make a mutable set to immutable set, then you can use frozen set. Okay, other than this adding and removing, you can perform all other operations. For example, I'll say I want to print maximum of c. I'll run this. It has been a maximum. Except adding and removing, it will support all the operations. Okay, frozen set. Okay, this is all about set data type. Okay, in my next video I will explain about the string data type. And sorry, before going to string data type, we will discuss on dictionary data type, which is most important in Python. Okay, we will first discuss on dictionary data type, later we will go to the string data type. Okay, after that we will go to the decision makings and looping statements. Okay, thank you guys.